How many people in the world do you think face hunger? 1 million, 10 million, 100 million? Well, actually, in 2023, around 733 million people faced hunger, which is around 1 in 11 in the world and 1 in 5 in Africa. That's right. Think about 5 of your closest friends. Every night, one of them will be sleeping on an empty stomach. To us living in New Zealand, the thought is almost unbelievable. How can so many people lack one of the simplest and most essential items to survive? Additionally, the global issue of food hunger has been steadily increasing since 2023 and is now the leading cause of death in the world. My speech will be about world hunger, and I'll be talking about the Sustainable Development Goals in SDG 2, Zero Hunger, Aiden's life, and why environmental education matters. So everyone knows what zero hunger means, but not everyone knows what is actually needed to achieve it. SDG 2 aims to achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Let's use a girl in South Sudan as an example. She needs to A, be able to regularly afford food, B, physically access the food, and C, have healthy and suitable food for her dietary needs. Let's think. In South Sudan, she needs 155% of her daily paycheck just to buy 1 plate of stew. And that's assuming she has a fair job. So it's really no wonder why so many people live in poverty. The second tag under zero hunger is improve malnutrition, which sounds simple but is realistically difficult. Malnutrition is one of the biggest barriers to achieving SDG 2, and it just creates a cycle of malnourished children, no success, inability to help the country, a worsened economy, and it just stays the same undeveloped state it is in right now, unless we step in. Which leads me to my last condition under SDG 2, which is called promoting sustainable agriculture. By teaching soil health and biodiversity, it helps farmers profit even more while having lower input costs, leading to a better economy and breaking the cycle of poverty. But perhaps statistics alone don't show the reality about hunger, so I want to talk about a boy named Aiden. His story's a bit different. In November 2022, the worst drought in 40 years struck Somalia and created a countrywide hunger crisis. It was estimated that 500,000 of children under the age of 5 could die from malnutrition. Aiden, a 2-year-old, was one of them. 4 weeks, he ate sand to quell his hunger, leading to kwashiorkor, a form of severe protein malnutrition. It was impossible for him to even crawl, and his skin and hair were peeling off. His parents do manual labor for low wages and struggles to find enough food, not just for him, but for his 5 brothers and sisters too. So as a last resort, his parents trekked 15 miles from their home to the local charity organization. For context, Ireland and Scotland are only separated by 12 miles. Luckily, the organization provided effective rehabilitation and Aiden is now in a stable state. But hundreds of children once faced and still do face the same conditions, just like Aiden. So lastly, I want to talk about environmental education. Yes, you learn topics like climate change in places like social studies, but that really isn't enough. Even just 1 period every week to learn will be enough. That's only 0.5% of your time in a week. In contrast, we spend an average of 20% of our time on mobile phones. That's 40 times more. So if you really think about it, there really is no reason why we shouldn't spend time on environmental education. This speech took only around 4 minutes, and think of how much you've learned about zero hunger compared to half an hour of scrolling. So all in all, world hunger is an extremely significant issue in the world. This is because of the conditions under SDG 2, Zero Hunger, Aiden's true story, and environmental education. I've started my speech off by saying 733 million people in the world face hunger. This number could be 0 if we all donated $5 each. So really, this goal isn't impossible, but within our grasp if we really start taking action today. Thanks.